The other stories which feature on the front pages include this from The Guardian, which quotes a tech investor describing the launch of DeepSeek, a Chinese AI chatbot app, as a Sputnik moment after it sparked chaos in the US markets.
For today, the chances are you'd probably not heard of DeepSeek. Perhaps you still haven't. Well, if so, it's a Chinese AI app giving the likes of ChatGPT a run for its money. But DeepSeek has enjoyed such a rapid surge in popularity, it's now #1 on the App Store, that it has sparked market turmoil and its own servers have struggled to keep up. And Martin is here to talk us all through it. Martin.
Yeah, Tom, it has wiped more than $1 trillion off the world financial market. So what exactly is DeepSeek? Well, as you just heard, it is a Chinese-made AI software similar to ChatGPT and Google Gemini, but created for just a fraction of the cost. $6 million, its developers say, compared to around $100 million. And it appears to match its American-made rivals in many tasks. For example, when asked to make a rotating triangle with a red ball inside, you can see DeepSeek in the white outperforming OpenAI. Now, existing models require huge computing power to be taught all they know, and then nothing changes until the next version is released. DeepSeek uses what's called reinforced learning, which means as you ask it questions, it gets smarter. As a result, the model is smaller and more efficient, so it uses less power and can run on older processors. And that is a major challenge to US dominance. At the moment, America stops China from having the latest microchips to ensure it's always winning the artificial intelligence race. Now, if you don't need those cutting-edge chips, you guessed it, China catches up. No wonder Nvidia, the world's leading maker of semiconductors, has seen $560 billion wiped off its value today. Microsoft and Meta have been hit too. But some people see it as a positive.
DeepSeek now breaks open access to this technology. It's not restricted to a handful of companies that control the code. By releasing it open source, the researchers at DeepSeek have given everyone a chance to play with their technology.
Now that could be a big win for the environment. Worldwide, energy to power AI, which you can see here in orange, is expected to be as much as the whole of the USA uses by 2030. So any reduction in that is a win. There have, though, been teething problems. The server overloaded, so we couldn't try it out for ourselves today and check whether reports it won't answer questions about awkward things like Tiananmen Square are true. Not to mention the fact we've already seen, Tom, questions in Parliament about whether we should be sharing our data with a Chinese company. The answer from the government so far, we're looking into it.
President Trump has praised a Chinese firm which has developed a faster and cheaper AI service than its American rival. DeepSeek, which is designed to give answers to online questions, has only been available for a week, but it's already a huge hit and it's overtaken rivals, including ChatGPT, to become the most downloaded free app in the United States. Our North America technology correspondent, Lily Jamali, has got more.
From a virtual unknown to most downloaded app in Apple's U.S. App Store, DeepSeek has become an overnight sensation. It's an AI chatbot similar to OpenAI's ChatGPT, which first catapulted AI into the mainstream. DeepSeek can offer quick and comprehensive answers to your questions, from who is King Charles to what should I make for dinner. Introduced last week, by Monday, it had caught fire in the U.S., sending shockwaves through global markets. DeepSeek's Chinese developers claim they trained its models for a fraction of the funds and computing power used by competitors.
DeepSeek really changes the game. It's not that it's better than any existing models, but it's cheaper, and it doesn't require as many H100s. And a lot of the U.S. foreign policy around AI has been about how many of these fancy chips other people get to use, and China figured out a workaround to that.
U.S. tech stocks sent into freefall. Shares of the AI chip designer Nvidia, most notably, fell by as much as 17% on Monday.
But spend enough time on DeepSeek and you notice that it doesn't answer certain questions. When our team asked what happened at Tiananmen Square, the response we got was, "I'm sorry, I cannot answer that question. I am an AI assistant designed to provide helpful and harmless responses."
From what we've observed, DeepSeek consistently steers clear of answering questions that might be deemed politically sensitive by China.
In the particular case of DeepSeek, they have a bias built in to say things that are consistent with what the Chinese party wants them to say. The deletion example, where it gave an answer and walked the answer back, shows you that something has been added on, bolted on, to try to make this thing conform to somebody's idea of what's politically acceptable.
China and the U.S. are embroiled in an AI race. Just last week, President Donald Trump announced Stargate, a joint venture involving a $500 billion investment by global tech giants in AI infrastructure.
The release of DeepSeek AI from a Chinese company should be a wake-up call for our industries that we need to be laser-focused on competing to win.
The UK government says Britain's £14 billion AI infrastructure investment also remains on track. With the arrival of DeepSeek, the AI race has just grown more heated. Lily Jamali, BBC News, San Francisco.